નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 8th, Subject Science, Chapter 4, Materials, Metals and Non-Metals. Dear students, today we will discuss chemical properties of metals and non-metals. See, already you learned physical properties. Today we will discuss chemical properties. Okay, what headings we will learn here? So we will learn reaction with oxygen. See, metals and non-metals are reacting with oxygen. Reaction with water. Reaction with acids and bases. Then next one, displacement reaction. So these are the things we are going to study that. So one by one we will discuss now. Now we will discuss first property is reaction with oxygen. When metals reacts with oxygen to produce, see, when metals reacts with oxygen to form or to produce metallic oxides. And these metallic oxides are basic in nature. Okay. See, for example, sodium, this is a metal. Sodium, magnesium, zinc, copper, iron, these are all metals. See, these metals react with oxygen. Okay, these metals react with oxygen to produce sodium oxides. Sodium oxide. And magnesium reacts with oxygen to produce magnesium oxide. Zinc reacts with oxygen to produce zinc oxide. Copper reacts with oxygen to produce copper oxide. Okay, some examples I have given to you. Now you see, this sodium reacts with oxygen. It readily reacts with oxygen. It easily burns with the oxygen, producing sodium oxide. But magnesium with oxygen, it is easily not burning. You have to give the strong heating here. So what you have to give? You have to give strong heating. Then it burns, producing magnesium oxide. Zinc, here with the oxygen, you have to give heat. Here, strong heat not necessary, but you have to give the heat. Then it produces zinc oxide. And copper, when you are burning with oxygen reaction here, it does not burn. It produces black color powder. So what color? Black colored powder. Okay. So these are all what it shows. Whenever the metals reacts with oxygen, what we have taken some of the examples. So what you have noticed here, you will see that is converted into oxides. These metal oxides or metallic oxides. So these metallic oxides are, or metal oxides are basic in nature. Okay, students? How will you show that? Or how will you say that metallic oxides are basic in nature? Okay, for example, we have taken this metal oxides, say sodium oxide. See, this sodium oxide will mix with water, or you say reacts with water to produce sodium hydroxide. See, all the metal oxides do not soluble in water. Only few oxides are soluble in water. They are called as alkalis. What do you think? Alkalis. These alkalis are basic in the nature. Then how will you say again, these alkalis are basic in nature? How will you say that? So when you dip this solution of this, in this solution, red litmus paper. So what litmus? Red litmus paper, this turns blue in the color. See, when you are dipping in this solution, red litmus paper, that changes into blue in color. So, this shows that metallic oxides are basic in nature. Okay, students. Dear students, we will discuss one more example of basic in the nature. Okay, take a spoon full of rust, iron oxide, rust we are saying, rust. Take a spoonful of rust and dissolve in water. Take a small quantity of water and dissolve it. So this you have to add in this. So mix, shake this or shake the vessel or shake the mixture and then observe the solution with a litmus paper, red and blue litmus paper. Then what you have to see, observe the color change of the litmus paper. Okay, so what you are doing? First you are taking one spoonful of rust and add it in the water or dissolve in the water and shake the mixture and test with the litmus paper of blue and red litmus. Now what will observation? What will observe? So you will observe that the solution of the rust and water. See, this is the now solution. So what will be there here? Rust and water, both will be there. Okay. See, if the solution of the rust and water changes the color of red litmus to blue in color, the color of the red litmus to blue in color, this is the indication of basic in nature. Then, if you are dipping the color of the blue litmus paper, that does not change. So, in this way, we will say that metallic oxides are basic in nature. Okay, students? Now, we'll see non-metals. See, non-metals reacts with oxygen to produce non-metallic oxides. So what you will get? Non-metallic oxides. These non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Okay. See, non-metals reacts with oxygen to produce non-metallic oxides, and these non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. For example, these are the non-metals: sulfur, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus. So these are all non-metals. So for example, sulfur. Sulfur reacts with oxygen to produce sulfur dioxide. In the similar manner, carbon reacts with oxygen, carbon dioxides. Nitrogen reacts with oxygen, nitrogen dioxides. Phosphorus, pentoxides. So like this. So all the non-metals react with oxygen, non-metallic oxides are producing. And these non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Now we'll see the activities of how will you say that non-metals are acidic in nature. Take sulfur powder. Take sulfur powder in deflagrating spoon. Deflagrating. D-E-F-L-A-G-R-A-T-I-N-G. Deflagrating spoon means long-handled spoon with a cup-like structures. And heat it. What do you have to do? Take the sulfur powder in the deflagrating spoon and heat it. When sulfur starts burning, this one slowly introduced in the gas jar. Then immediately you cover with the lid. So what you have to do? Immediately you have to cover with the lid so that the gas does not escape outside. Okay. Then afterwards, you have to put. So what happens when sulfur reacts with oxygen? You know that sulfur sulfur dioxide is formed. This sulfur dioxide, then what you have to do? You have to add water here. So you have to add water. And immediately you have to cover the lid. Then shake the gas jar or glass tumbler. Then this solution, see SO2 plus now H2O. So you will get sulfurous acid, H2SO3. Sulfurous acid will be forming. So this acid, sulfurous acid, test with the blue and red litmus papers. Then you will come to know that this is whether acidic in nature or basic in nature. Okay, students. Now, we'll see the observation. When sulfur dioxide reacts with water, you know that sulfurous acid is formed. In this sulfurous acid, we have to keep the blue and red litmus paper. Okay. See, when you kept the blue litmus paper, or when you dip the solution, when you dip the litmus paper in the solution, blue litmus paper, that changes into red in color. So this shows that acidic in nature. See, this shows that acidic in nature. But when you are dipping the red litmus, so it does not change. It does not change. So from this you will come to know that, so what will come to know that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Clear, students? Now we will discuss second properties of chemical properties of metals and non-metals. When metals reacts with water to produce or to form either oxides or hydroxides, and also liberates hydrogen gas. See, liberates hydrogen gas. Okay. See, when metals reacts with water to produce either oxides or hydroxides and also producing hydrogen gas. For example, sodium reacts with water. So what will be forming? Sodium hydroxide and also liberates hydrogen gas. Okay, this is actually yellow mark. And potassium reacts with water. So what will be potassium hydroxide and also liberates hydrogen gas. Okay, students. See, when metals reacts with cold water, see all the water, when metals reacts with water means in all the water knots. See, some of the metals reacts with cold water to produce their metal hydroxides. And some of the metals reacts with steam to produce metal oxides. Okay. For example, magnesium reacts with water. See, here I have written both water, magnesium reacts with water. Here water is steam, the hot water. So magnesium oxide is produced. So what will be produced? Magnesium oxide. See, either oxides or hydroxides. So magnesium oxide is produced and also produces hydrogen gas. See down here in this situation, magnesium reacts with cold water. Then magnesium hydroxide is produced. See, hydroxide is produced and also liberating hydrogen gas. Okay, so in this way, metals reacts with water. Either oxides or hydroxides will be produced and also liberates hydrogen gas. Now, what about non-metals? Most of the non-metals do not react with water. Okay, students? Thank you.
Thank you for joining us